Hey guys, on the menu today is my homemade banana pudding. So let's head on over to the kitchen. Let's get started. Okay guys, we're going to go on and get started with the homemade banana pudding. What you would need is your vanilla wafers. You're going to need about 50 vanilla wafers, okay? About 50. I have 5 bananas here. And I'm probably going to pretty much use them all. 1 cup of milk. I have a 4 teaspoons of salt. My vanilla extract, and that's a cup. I have a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We have 3/4 cup of white sugar. Evaporated milk, you're going to need a cup and a half of evaporated milk. And then 4 eggs. Now my 4 eggs, I'm going to go on and crack them now. Let me go on. We're going to go on and crack them now and get those out the way. So I need both bowls right here. And this is my separator. Y'all might want to invest in one. I had my long time. I think it might be a Pampered Chef, maybe. Or either Avon. It's one of the two. Okay, so we're going to go on and separate our eggs. Now, remember that white is going to be your meringue for the top of your banana pudding. Okay? So we're going to crack it right over our separator. Okay? And you just kind of move it around. Make sure all of the white is free from the yolk. Okay? I'm going to do one more for you guys. Let's do one more. And then after we finish this, we're going to go to the stove, and that's where the pudding is going to take place. Like I said, you may have to just move it around a little bit, but it'll detach. Sooner or later, it will detach. There we go. Okay, so I will finish these other two and I will meet y'all over at the stove. Okay guys, we're going to go on and start with our evaporated milk. And I did measure that can, and that can is 1.5 cups. Also, our whole white milk. Our flour. Sugar. And we're going to whisk this before we even add the egg. Let's whisk this together. And it's going to thicken as it cooks, guys. Okay? Now in my bowl, I wasn't going to add them, but we're just going to do, we're going to temper our eggs, okay? Just go and temper them. That's the way I like doing mine. So we're going to add our eggs to this little bowl. And then we're going to add some liquid. And we're just going to temper them. That's how I like to add my eggs, okay? A little more. I just don't like to put them directly into the, wait a minute, there's a little more in there. Directly into the pot. Make sure we get all our ingredients in there. Okay, so we're just going to take this little whisk and we're just going to stir our eggs in that liquid. And just make sure they are mixed real good before you even add it to your pudding mixture. And once you see that it's all mixed, you will tell when it mixed when you bring your spoon up and there's nothing on there. Or your whisk. You bring your whisk up. Okay, we want it smooth just like that, okay? And then we're going to go on and add it to the rest of our liquid. Okay, now all you do is stir. And you just going to stir until it get good and thick. Okay, and when I come back, we should be at that point. Okay, guys, as y'all can see, our pudding is thick and ready. We're going to turn the heat off of it, and we're going to take it off the heat. Okay, take it off the heat because we don't want it to burn. Okay, so let's meet back over on the counter. Okay, guys, once you take it off the stove, it's thickened real fast, so we're going to go on and add in our vanilla extract. And we're just going to stir that in. Okay, the fun part. Let's put it together. I'm going to start with my cookies. On the bottom. And I'm just going to turn them over. I like a nice look when I'm setting up putting together my banana pudding. Okay, just like that. Okay, let me finish doing my cookies. I'll come back to the next step. Okay, after you arrange your cookies, let's go in with the bananas. And we're just going to slice them all over. And you don't want them too thick, okay? And you can always go back and arrange them, okay? Do one more. Okay, and I'm gonna finish these. When I come back, we go to the next step. Okay, y'all, let's go in and add in our pudding. That's right over here because I might need it again. Okay, so let's scoop some. I know what that scooping gonna be. Gonna take a minute. And you want to put a layer on the bottom, and then you want to add this. You want to put a layer on the bottom, and then you're gonna start again with your cookies and your bananas. We're just gonna layer it, okay? Okay, and I'm going to finish this. When I come back, we'll go to the next step. Make sure you cover everything, okay? Cover everything. Okay, guys. We have our pudding ready. It's finished. And we're going to add some cream of tartar. We just need 1 teaspoon. And what I'm going to do is put it in this little cup. And this is cream of tartar. I'm going to put it in this little cup. So when I get ready to pour it in, I won't have a hard time. Okay. So we need 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. I have a half a cup of sugar and some vanilla. Okay. I have my mixer here. Let me get my beaters. Okay, so I'm going to add my beaters in. Okay, and then I'm just going to add in my egg yolks, and we're going to whip them until they're at the soft peaks. When they're at the soft peaks, we're going to go on and add in our sugar cream of tartar and our vanilla flavor. Okay, so we finna beat away. Now look there. That's pretty and frothy. See, it's not moving? Okay, so we want to go in and add in our sugar and our cornstarch. And we're going to beat. Okay, last step is to add in vanilla extract. Okay, we want to scrape down. Y'all look at that, how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. Okay, let's beat one last time. Okay, we're done. Let's go on and put this over the top of our banana pudding. Now, hold on, I'm trying to get this out. We need all of it. Same with you. Okay? And we're just going to spread it over the top of our pudding. Now look at that. How pretty is that? So let's spread it over the top. Make sure you cover the side. Did y'all see how I put the cookies around, arranged them around the sides there? Okay, make sure it's all covered. Okay, and then we're just going to put some little just like that. Now you want a 400-degree oven, and we only going to brown the top, okay? Our pudding is ready. We're just waiting on this top. So set your oven to 400 degrees. And I think I need to crank mine up. I had something else in there. 400 degrees. And we just want to brown our top. Just lightly brown your top. Okay? And when I come back, I'm going to show you the finishing result.